Hello, fellow EV classmates. We are just getting ready to pack up and leave the vineyard. I didn't take very much video this weekend, so I thought maybe I'd try to get out here and do another. You can see what we did. That is in Wednesday. Bailey and our friend Jade and I we put out about 700 grow tubes. Got to do some more next weekend. We don't have our last year's planting of Pinot Noir grow tubed yet. Important thing about grow tubes is not only to protect the plant, but gives you a way to attack weeds. And weeds are a big problem for us because we have to dry farm, and we often have a situation where the weeds outpace the growth of our vines. And then we get shading, we get competition for water, we get issues like that. So how we're tackling part of this problem is to we bought a hilling disc. The hilling disc is what Leonard used on the Syrah after it was planted to move dirt up around the vines. So we got our own hilling disc, and you can see it did a fairly good job. I forgot to take a before and after, sorry about that. The weeds were up and around every vine, 12 or so inches tall. It was pretty messy. So now we're going to tackle this by using the hilling disc until we have the right conditions that we can put some chemicals on to help control weeds. We often have wind up here, and that makes it very hard to do some spraying because we don't want to damage our baby vines. One thing that happened while we were gone last week is this is a Pinot Noir vine that used to have little healthier buds on it, but apparently we got a frost. We were not expecting a frost. It was the first week of May. The things that had leaves did better. The things that were still in the bud phase did a little worse. Nothing we can do about that, but it is going to change how we opt to prune next year. We've been applying Walla Walla methods to a vineyard site much further north with a different weather pattern. So next year we're going to try something different, and we're going to do late pruning. We're just going to wait until after Mother's Day weekend, which here they say is when you can plant your garden. And we're going to wait much later. And if we can actually have any pruning to do, we pruned about 3 weeks ago. We're going to wait and do it late, and we're going to wait until the end of the shoots have some buds breaking, and then we will take those off and take it down to, I don't know, I didn't fully understand it. Joel will explain it to us, but we'll either take off the very top and leave a lot more buds down below, or we'll take it back to 2 buds. Eventually we'll get back to 2 buds, but first we'll do something with only taking off the apical end, and we will wait until later on, and this will force the buds further down the vine to grow to push after we're hopefully past the frost damage. So it's just learning and adapting to our site. We're learning as we go, and it just takes a while. So it can be discouraging, and then you get here and you start working and doing stuff, and you're like, okay, this is pretty fun to be in the vineyard, and we're just going to have to figure this out, and hopefully we'll get there someday. So that's what we did at Fool's Prairie this weekend. Also put out some pencil rod because we are changing over from bamboo for staking to iron, so that steel, so that we can eventually go to mechanical weeding, and that we're going to have to order rebar and do the rest of our rows. I guess that's going to be my project next weekend. All right, thanks for watching the video. I hope that this turned out okay. And that's about it for us this week.